This is Season 9, Episode 181 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.
Sometimes the important thing is not the number of miles you've driven, but what's going on inside your head while driving. The Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast will stimulate your mind and keep you company while on the road. Join us for education, motivation, and inspiration from wherever you may be in our nation. You'll hear roundtable discussions about important information that's impacting our industry. Plus, you'll learn more about new technology, equipment, driving opportunities, safety, and operations. Get driver success and fitness tips to keep you profitable, safe, healthy, as well as entertaining stories from the road. And don't you know, we've all got a few of those. We might be traveling in different directions, but we're all part of one driver community at the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. With your host, trucker Tim Cicerelli.
Well, hello, friends, once again. Welcome to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast, Season 9, Episode 181. My name is Tim Cicerelli, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. After a few weeks off, it is so good to be back behind the mic, talking to you that are out there on the road, transporting the goods to keep this country moving. So great to be back, and thank you for joining us once again. Here on episode 181, we're going to spend some time talking about becoming an independent contractor, owning your own business. Stevens Transport maps out that plan for you and takes the ceiling away from your income. A lot of opportunities here at Stevens Transport. We'll dive into that on a couple of occasions. We're also going to talk about new opportunities to become a tanker driver, get your endorsement, and make some more money. Stevens Transport is always looking for ways to help you, our friends behind the wheel, to make more money. So stick around for that. We'll have a driver spotlight for you, some audio we pulled from a video you can find on our Stevens Transport YouTube channel about one of our independent contractors. And right now, we'll go ahead and kick this episode off with a gentleman who is in the Hall of Fame not once, not twice, but 3 times. He is a tanker driver, and he's an independent contractor as well. Let's get things rolling with our Stevens Roundtable. It's our Stevens Roundtable, and today we've got a gentleman who has been with Stevens for quite some time. He's a Hall of Famer, not once, not twice, but 3 times with 3 million miles. He's a business owner, which means he's an independent contracted driver, and oh, by the way, he drives those tankers as well, too. So joining us now is a gentleman I had a chance to hang out with during Driver Appreciation Week, so it's good to reconnect. Things have been busy for you, my friend. First and foremost, congratulations on the 3 million miles. You've got a lot of stories to share about your time on the road, I'm sure.
No, not really. I done forgot most of them. I'm getting old.
Well, and then you're an independent contractor as well, too. But before we go down the list here of the trifecta, I like to call it, as a tanker driver, independent contractor, and 3 million miles, for those that have stumbled across this podcast, Gerald, for those drivers who are thinking about either becoming a driver or thinking about coming over to Stevens Transport from some other company, tell us what you love most about being behind the wheel on the open road for Stevens Transport.
Well, for me, I just like driving. It's something I always wanted to do, and I enjoy it. I enjoy being out there on my own by myself. Nobody looking over my shoulder all day. Get to see the scenery, see the country. Make money while you look at the country.
Enjoy driving, no one looking over your shoulder. That beautiful big office window you have out the front of your cab, of course, and seeing the country. What has been the most stunning for you?
When I was up in Canada, leaving Calgary, going over to British Columbia, across Canada 1, you can't describe it. You just got to go out there yourself and drive it and see it. But you got to go in the summertime, late spring, summer, when all the snow and ice not out there with it. Trees are bloom. You just can't describe it.
You know, one of the benefits, we've been doing this podcast for several years, and that's what the drivers say they love the most. What you said, freedom, no one over your shoulder, and the things you get to see that most people don't, and you're getting paid to do it. And what a blessing that is, buddy, for you to be transporting the goods across the country as an essential worker for this country, and then able to see the beautiful scenery that not just this country, but as you said, Canada has to offer as well. What do you like most about being an independent contracted driver as opposed to a company driver?
What do I like most?
Mm-hmm.
I think basically because it's my truck. I can do what I want to do with it.
Yeah, it's freedom, like you said.
It's my
before.
truck. I can do what I want to do with it.
Recently, you've made the switch to becoming a tanker driver. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How was that transition from just a regular driver, but to driving the tanker?
Well, for me, it wasn't too bad because I've driven tanks before, so I already knew. It took me a couple of days to get back used to it, to get back into it, but it's a big difference. It's a different skill set to it. It's not hard at all. It's an easy switch.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to let them know if you want to do it, and they'll get you set up and put you on it.
So what's part of that setup? What does that entail?
You got to have a tanker endorsement, of course.
What do you have to do to get that tanker endorsement? What are the steps?
Tanker endorsement, all you have to do is go to the DMV, take the test. That's
simple.
all it is. It's just an endorsement. Yeah.
So you study for the test, you take the test, you pass the test, boom, you're driving tankers, and it just takes a little bit of time to get used to it. And then there are some benefits associated with becoming a tanker driver.
You get a few benefits from it. You can make extra money doing it.
Wonderful. All right, Gerald, any other final words of wisdom that you can drop on our drivers on how they can obtain the same type of success and longevity in this industry with this company that you've enjoyed?
Yeah, get out of that entitlement attitude and start using common sense. People got to get out of that mindset and start figure out what's actually going on for yourself. It would make a big difference.
Pearls of wisdom right there from a gentleman in the Hall of Fame 3 times that has been a provider for himself and his family for over 3 decades, Gerald Dubreil. Thanks for being with us, my friend. Appreciate it, and good to see you again.
All right, appreciate it, Tim.
Okay, time now for a reminder from Terrance Burgess, our safety supervisor. He shoots out a weekly email, and I just basically rip and read it for you for those that might not read your email, or maybe it gets lost and buried sometimes. So thank you, Terrance, for reminding us about spring driving safety. As we move into spring, the weather can shift very rapidly, from warm sunshine to heavy rain to strong winds, or even late season snow in some parts of the country, all within a single driving shift. So staying prepared and planning your route ahead of time is essential for safe operations. So here are some things to remember before starting your trip. Make sure your truck is in proper working condition, of course. Check the tire pressure and the tread depth. Confirm that brake lights and windshield wipers are functioning well, and ensure that your windshield is clean with all the fluids filled. A well-prepared vehicle reduces the risks of issues in changing weather. Because spring weather can be unpredictable, keep a close eye on current forecasts and road conditions. Rain can increase the risk of hydroplaning, while strong winds can make handling a truck even more difficult. Potholes are also more common after winter, and construction zones require extra attention and reduced speed. Safe driving habits remain critical. Maintain a safe following distance. Stay alert to blind spots when changing lanes or turning, and avoid all distractions while driving. Please take regular breaks to prevent fatigue, and follow your hours of service requirements, but especially be mindful of pedestrians, cyclists, and heavier traffic during spring break travel periods. Using your headlights, even during the day, can help improve visibility in rapidly shifting weather. Finally, ensure that your truck is stocked with basic emergency supplies such as water, snacks, and a first aid kit. Effective preparation and awareness will help you stay safe and efficient throughout the spring season. So there you have it, your spring safety reminder from the desk of Safety Supervisor Terrance Burgess. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we will have some audio from a video you can find on our Stevens Transport YouTube channel. Great information in this video. regarding becoming an independent contractor and a new way to communicate with other independent contractors and share ideas, almost like a mastermind class held every Thursday at Stevens Transport. And we'll also see what's been happening at Stevens throughout the month of March with our news bulletin right here on the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.
Now more than ever, truck drivers are true American heroes. The men and women who literally keep America moving by delivering goods across the country. Being a professional driver is a rewarding, financially lucrative, long-term career filled with exciting adventures. A career where you'll never have to worry about job security. If you have your CDL and keep it up, it will sustain you for the long haul. You can see the country, serve your country, and provide a good life for your family. Whether you'd rather haul on a dedicated route or lane, or prefer working with one specific customer, if you want to own your business, we have a program that sets you up for success with all the tools and support you need. We've got opportunities in our intermodal rail division and have programs to help military veterans transition into trucking careers. We have second generations of drivers whose parents have driven for Stevens, who then trained their children and are now truck drivers. Some are even small fleet owners. So, whatever your dream is, you can achieve it right here at Stevens. If you're looking for a company with a 40-plus year track record that's never had a layoff and just had the largest pay increase in company history for both new and experienced drivers, Stevens Transport has you covered. We offer the finest tools and technology and provide our drivers with the best state-of-the-art equipment on the market. Our infrastructure will support you both on and off the road. As a driver for Stevens, you become part of our family. Many companies throw the word family around. We're family-owned, family-run, and family-driven. Our 40-plus years of success is built on family. At Stevens, you're not just a number. Our drivers are part of our extended family, and we recognize and honor them every chance we get. If you want to be among the top income earners among professional drivers, if you want great benefits, if you want to have every type of driving opportunity at your fingertips, if you want to be part of a company that will stand behind you and ensure your success, come join the Stevens Transport family today and become an American hero. So, what are you waiting for? Take the first step toward your future career with the best trucking company in America. Become part of the Stevens Transport family today by calling our recruiting department at 1-800-333-8595 or apply online at stevenstransport.com.
Ever wondered what it's like to drive across the country and get paid to see America's breathtaking landscapes? Welcome to life as a team driver with Stevens Transport. The life of a trucker can sometimes feel solitary, but with team driving, you're never alone. Let's dive into how teaming up with another driver can transform your trucking career. So what exactly is team driving? Simply put, it's when two drivers share the responsibilities of operating the same truck. This allows for continuous travel and efficient delivery. Federal regulations require solo drivers to be off duty for at least 10 consecutive hours after 11 hours of driving. Team driving, however, maximizes productivity by alternating driving shifts, cutting down on overall trip times. By working in shifts, team drivers can cover over 5,500 miles a week. That's more than double what solo drivers can achieve, leading to more priority loads and higher earnings. Efficiency is key. With two drivers, tasks like loading and unloading become quicker and easier. Plus, you'll earn more per mile. One of the greatest perks? You get to choose your driving partner, whether it's a close friend or a new acquaintance. Having a partner on the road makes those long hauls more enjoyable. And what about rest? Team drivers sleep in comfy bunk beds while the truck is moving, allowing for nearly non-stop travel without sacrificing sleep. Safety is another major advantage. With two drivers, there's an added layer of oversight to ensure committed safety. So, if you're ready to take your trucking career to the next level, consider team driving with Stevens Transport. It's the perfect blend of companionship, efficiency, and increased earnings. Explore the benefits of team driving and start your adventure today with Stevens Transport. Apply now and join a team that drives you to success. Your journey starts here.
Welcome back to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. My name is Tim Cicerelli, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. If you wouldn't mind, when you hit your next stop, please follow or subscribe to this podcast from whichever podcast platform you're enjoying it from. We are everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible. If it's a platform with a podcast on it, we are there. And by following the podcast, you'll have a brand new episode waiting for you each and every week as soon as it's released. And if you wouldn't mind, please leave us a review. Tell us what you like about the show and what you'd like changed. We are producing this podcast for you to keep you educated, informed, and hopefully a little entertained as well. Okay, time now for our driver's spotlight. This is audio pulled from a video that you can find on our Stevens Transport YouTube channel. We'll have a link to that video in the episode notes. This is about one of our OTR, over-the-road driver, trainer, and contractor. This gentleman has done it all with Stevens Transport, and now he's passing that knowledge to the next generation of drivers. This is driver Nicholas Benz.
Nicholas Benz, OTR driver trainer. I'm from Sevierville, Tennessee. When I became a contractor, they're like, hey, Nick, come to be a trainer. So I became a trainer, and now I preach to the students now about the contractor division side. You got to put the work into it like you do everything else. And if you guys want to attend the workshop, or if you're interested in becoming a contractor, they have an independent contractor workshop every Thursday at 11:30 at the VDPD office downstairs, right across the room from the break room. Basically, pick and choose your loads. There's no rushing on anything. It's like as if you're owning your own business. If you want to own your own business and make a company out of it, it gives you the footsteps to get an idea of what it's like. It's not easy, and it's not for everybody. You're going to struggle a little bit because you need to learn where the lanes are at, where the freight's at. You need to figure out what cities to go to, what cities not to go to. Also, that you're not going to be able to get home every 2 to 3 weeks or every week if you want to be a contractor. It doesn't work like that. You still got to pay a truck payment at the end of the week, just like you would if you were out there owning your own truck. Just put your time into it. Get everybody to know who you are, not just by a truck number, but also by who you are and how hard you run your truck. It means everything. It means I'm doing good here. Everybody enjoys me here. I'll keep on pushing, keep on doing more leases with them, and then just keep on being a Stevens Transport driver.
Okay, as Nicholas said, if you're ready to take that next step, Stevens Transport hosts an independent contractor workshop every Thursday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. We will have a link to that video in the episode notes. Time now to stay informed with all things Stevens Transport happening in the month of March with our Stevens News Bulletin.
Welcome to the Stevens Transport News Bulletin, where we bring you the latest updates in the transportation industry. Have you considered getting your hazmat endorsement? Offering you the ability to access priority miles, consistent freight, and increased earning potential. So what does the Stevens Transport Hazmat Advantage offer? First, a $300 one-time incentive paid after hazmat documentation is submitted. Second, we offer $150 per hazmat load. And finally, we give you full reimbursement of your hazmat endorsement costs. For more information, please contact your driver manager or driver services. On a separate note, do you dream of being your own boss, starting your own business, and changing your life? Now is the time to make those dreams a reality. As an independent contractor, you have the unique opportunity to start your own business with no risk and a support team that is second to none. Driving your future is easy as an independent contractor. Together, we can build your business. If you'd like to find out more, please join us for the Independent Contractor Workshop every Thursday from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in Classroom D, located in the VDPD main hallway. Stop by to learn how the Stevens Transport Contractor Division Advantage can work for you. Let's fill the room. In a different story, we have an urgent need within our fleet. Stevens Transport is actively recruiting tanker drivers and is now hiring qualified professionals to join our tanker division. If you have tanker experience or are looking to expand your opportunities, now is the time to step up. Join our tanker division and help us spread the word as we work to strengthen our team and meet growing demands. On another note, do you feel like you have the ability to spread your knowledge and expertise to new drivers? We're currently looking for trainers to join our team. If you're ready to take the next step in your career, this is a great opportunity to lead, mentor, and make an impact. Trainers can add up to $25,000 a year in additional earnings. For more information, call or stop by and speak with Lori Jensen or Jim Adams today. Thank you for joining us for this edition of the Stevens Transport News Bulletin. Stay informed and inspired by the stories that shape our industry. We look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.
Okay, now that you've been informed as to what's happening at Stevens Transport, how about a little entertainment? Haven't done this in a while. Our weekly trucker song of the week, let's go back to 1980. Eddie Rabbit, Driving My Life Away on the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. Okay, there she is. Let's pump the brakes on episode 181 of the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast. If you found this podcast because you're searching for a brand new career, please make sure you visit the episode notes. We will have phone numbers and every link possible for you to learn more about Stevens Transport and even schedule a call with one of our recruiters. All the information is in the episode notes. And like we said earlier, please follow or subscribe to this podcast from whichever platform you're enjoying it from and share it with one of your fellow drivers. We sure would appreciate it. And finally, my name is Tim Cicerelli, otherwise known as Trucker Tim. Thanks for joining me. And until next time, be safe out there. And thanks for listening to the Stevens Transport Roadside Radio Podcast.